Hey y'all, well here we are Monday, first one in September. Was this the second? A lot of folks doing some barbecuing today, marking the end of summer, I guess for some. I did a little bit today. Boy, it's a thicket, ain't it? Well, this was too over here until I got busy. I think that's kind of what I needed to do today, was to get busy. Got the old calf pen knocked back a little bit. I cut down the old bobcat tree. Of course, he hadn't been back in some time with Bo and Sissy on the prowl. But cut back to the fence lines, and they're not all that bad a shape. I imagine they'd hold out a feed calf anyway, so we may take on that project. I hadn't decided yet. But, kind of feels good to have a clean space to walk here next to the chicken coop. Not quite as a spot for predators. Look at that old gate, y'all. It's funny, all the stuff you dig out of the undergrowth. Thinking about celebration of workers today. And of course, a lot of people try to make it a stance about unions or whatever, and I think that's run its course and not necessarily needed, in my opinion, anymore. At least if you're doing your job right at the top. Of course, there's another case there. But I like to celebrate those that just get it right, that we never think about today. Maybe it's that pharmacy tech at Walgreens, making sure the right pills are in the right bottle, right? Or those putting that last rivet on that airplane that we'll never know their name, but because they did it right, we arrived at our destination on time. Even something as simple as the waiter or waitress getting our order right. Maybe they've been on shift for about 10 hours, maybe pulled a double, got all things going on at home, and could probably skate by with a chintzy order, but they still do it right. So I guess we'll celebrate those folks today. How about that? All is well here. Bo and Sissy are doing good and hadn't had any more losses other than a few baby chickens. Of course, that's going to happen even though they're safe from predators. When you get a bunch of them together, they like to huddle up and don't have good scent, so they end up smothering each other. So you lose a few along, but that's part of it. They're getting big. Got all kind of babies in there. I think we're about 55 or so. This is where I was at last year. Big difference in circumstances this year. Got a better coop and guardians outside. I mean, look at that. Ain't nothing coming in this coop, I promise you. As long as they're around. They take shifts. For all of y'all that have owned these pretty dogs, you probably know that. But Bo will sleep a little while and Sissy will patrol, and then they'll switch off and they're around the clock. She's evened off in that back pasture the last few days. Wasn't the best option when they came on the place, as they are related, but she was in heat, and I wasn't going to separate them on that first night. And I think that she's bred, so we may be having a litter of puppies, even though that's not the best option in this scenario. But I think she's kind of getting into a nesting habit, trying to find her a spot to have them puppies. But we're still a good month away on that. Anyway, wanted to check in, and hope y'all are having a good. Well, there she is. She's up here close to the house today, watching the chickens. They're happy as all get out. Say hello, Bo. Say hi. Good dogs. Hope y'all have a good week, and tell you, praying for those in the path of that old storm. I know Bahamas is experiencing what a lot of folks during Harvey went through, but on a much bigger scale. When them old things just sit there and spin and dump that rain, I tell you what, I sure wouldn't want to be on an island. It's bad enough on mainland. Goodness. It reminded me, I saw that pop up in my memories today. I guess it was today, 2 years ago. I was blessed to be a part of a couple of convoys down to the Vidor, Texas area after Hurricane Harvey kind of got left out, and all of them were landlocked, and it was a bad situation for supplies. The main problem was the rescue boats and things of that nature was running out of gas, and all the supplies were not able to be had. So we took off from Waco with, oh man, that was a story. Let's see, I think we had 3 50 gallon barrels of gasoline strapped to the bed of an old 1-ton farm truck flatbed. That was, the tags were out of date on it. The old farmer that let us borrow it didn't have it registered. We had it strapped down. I think it was 100 gallons of regular gas and 50 gallons of diesel. And we took off from Waco down Beaumont way and had to go in the back way in the middle of the night trying to get to Vidor because all the roads were closed and flooded. And we crossed one of them big old bridges, and they had it blocked except for just important traffic only. There wasn't hardly anybody on the roads. DPS on either side of the bridge, and we rolled across there, and of course had to slow down, kind of check in with them, and they glanced at our tags and glanced at the load, just waved us on through. It's funny how that kind of stuff don't matter when things are needed, but Lord kept his hand on us on that trip for sure. That was a booger bear. We was out in the middle of the flatlands about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I took a little old video, but just doesn't do it justice. As far as you could see, there wasn't electricity on for miles. There wasn't nothing but water for miles. And across that road, you could barely see the stripes. And we got up to the bumper and had to keep going. Wasn't no sense in turning back. We went about 2 or 3 miles through that, and we made it. I don't know how, but anyway, I was glad to see that gasoline. We was glad to give it to them. Anyway, y'all pray for those on the East Coast this next week. These things are always rough. People's lives are in turmoil right now. I don't know which way whether they need to go or stay, or it's a lot of routines and things busted right now. People are going to be hurting on paychecks, and the store ain't open under mandatory evacuation, and you're probably not getting paid. And that can throw a whole lot of monkey wrenches into things, even if the storm doesn't hit. So y'all just remember those folks in your prayers over the next week or so. It'll come to pass. We'll make it through it. We'll bind together. But, I know my daughter's on the South Carolina coast. They just bought them a house about a week ago. We've had some laughs over that one with what's coming up the coastline, but we'll see. I told her it's God telling her she needs to get back to Texas. No, they'll be fine. Well, let me do a quick roll call, and we'll call it a night. Hope y'all have a good week. Let's see who all's on here this evening. All right, let me scroll back up. There's Miss Alicia. How are you, ma'am? Ron's checking in. Ken from Abilene, Texas. How are you? There's Miss Linda. How are you, ma'am? Rita's in the house. There's Patricia. My good friend Ladina. Good to see you. From Dallas way. There's Roxanne, Wisconsin. Kimberly Hill Geyser. Hey, how are you? From Ohio. Brenda's in Arkansas checking in. There's Miss Dorothy. Says it was a hot one, and this week will be more of the same. I worked in the yard too and drank a ton of ice water. Yeah, I'm about to bust a gut with sweet tea, I promise you. Dorothy was talking about bringing a couple more roosters up here with all them hens coming on. I'm probably going to need them. We've stopped our losses, I think, for now, so all the hens should make it. That old one rooster I got might need a little help. There's Karen from Missouri. Let's see who else we got on here. Gail's checking in. I messed up getting only every other sentence. I'm sorry. Be safe, Gail. Deborah's saying hello. Miss Joanne. Yeah, thank you. Alicia said it froze on her. Well, it could be on this. Sorry, y'all have to back up and run at it again, I guess. Hey, Andrew, how are you? I know you're out that way. Hope everything's good and y'all stay safe. Miss Deborah's checking in, and Kathy from Trinity. Howdy. Aggie's saying hello. I wish I could scroll and walk, but it's kind of tough. Hey, what's going on, Brother Shane? Good to see you. I guess it's my connection. Thing keeps popping up on me. Maybe it'll be good on the playback, so y'all go back and watch it here in a minute. I guess be all together. All right, you too, Dennis. Thanks for checking in. There's AC. Hello from, hey, there's James Blair, a good buddy. He's got him a couple of Bo and Sissies. I think his male is named Bo as well. So he can tell you all about how good these dogs are. But all right, we're gonna let y'all go. This old signal's kind of in and out, but hope y'all have a safe Labor Day and celebrate the unsung heroes that get it right every day. I think pretty proud to be among a class of good old hard workers, right? Doing it because we love it. Just the right thing to do. Y'all have a good evening and a good week. Be the light and keep those folks on the East Coast and the Bahamas in your prayers. We'll talk to you later.